Okay, I got all that stuff all nicely cleaned and everything. And before I put it up there, now that I've got everything pushed back up in there, I might as well get my tester out. I've got my switches back turned on. The last thing I want is for these to be off. So I'm going to test them. I'm going to test them here. Yeah, that one's on. And that one's on. Huh. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Okay. Oh, you know, I forgot to get this cleaned off up here with my toothbrush. I did everything else, but I forgot to come back up in here. Oh well, I'll do it now. That stuff just accumulates because it's in the bathroom. Your laundry, exhaust fans are like this lots of times, and it could be a good thing for you to do every 3 or 4 years. Pull it all apart, wipe it down. You'll prevent fires for sure. You just will. It's possible. Because that motor, if that motor seizes, when you turn on a ceiling fan, exhaust fan like this, and if you hear the motor, then turn it off and check it out. Pull it apart, see what happens. Boy, that thing's kind of marked up, the drywall, but when it pushes up, it's going to be okay, so it should be all right. And whoever installed this, it's installed on a floor joist, truss joist right here, and they just screwed it there, and this side they left wild. Then when they cut the drywall, they pushed the drywall up and it tweaked that up. The only way to get that back down would be to clean that off, pull it down. It's not hurting anything. It should be fine. I could put a screw up in there, clean off around the edges and then pull on it. You know, I could have done that, but I don't think I'm going to this time. Okay. So, I believe we're good now. Now I'm going to turn the switches back off. The light switches, just to be on the safe side. And let's see. This housing here goes in first, as I remember. Oh, and before I do that, remember I took that screw out. I took a screw out up there. Silly rabbit. Silly rabbit. And I might as well get it screwed back in for some reason. There's outside flanges on this to screw it against the 2x4, but whoever installed this, they put a screw in it too, up in here. And I'm not sure why they have them on both sides too. I think I'm going to put that in after. Yeah, after. Because that screw is keeping this motor housing from pushing back up in there. Because they didn't have it screwed in tight. Okay, well, it's going to go there. This one had little flanges on this side, remember? So I gotta fit those. That's why you want your goggles on. Fit those in there on that side and push that up, and it should snap. Oh, look at that. Okay, that should snap like that, and it did. And this should be plugged in, and you know, let's go the extra mile. And that could have been rusty right there. I'm gonna just for kicks, I'm gonna turn one of the switch on for that. I would do the same thing at my place, so okay. Must be this one here. Look at that. It is working. Ha ha ha. Okay. So I'm going to leave that off, and I'm going to get ready for the next little bit here. I'm just gonna leave the camera going, and I'm gonna put that screw back in just because it was there. Hey, I don't think it's really hurting anything to leave it off, but it's okay. Only take me a minute to screw it back up in there. And just the way they had the screw, it was preventing my motor housing from sliding out all the way, you know, when I pulled it down. So, hey, the things you do when you do it yourself, right? But hey, the good thing is, when you do things yourself, you start learning all kinds of things along the way. Okay, there's that nut was right there. Okay. And I've never seen one like this before. Now this is for that light, and it did have a little transformer thing on the side of the light, but when I plugged it into the wall, it was fine, remember? And let's see, I think it went like that. It went that direction, as I remember. So I gotta pull the light bulb out to put this up in there. Oh, I guess I gotta plug that in first. Great. Okay. And then that. Wait. How was that? Like that? I think it was. Now I kind of forget. Silly rabbit. Oh no, that doesn't go in yet. Wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think that goes in just yet. I've got that housing thing. I think the housing thing fits around this and goes up all together. That's what happens. Okay. That fit. Let's see if I remember how. I think it does it fit this way? Just trying to hold it up there. Sake. Okay. I think it went like that. Yeah. Then it went up. Boy. Okay. Like that. then I have to plug this in. Good grief. Like that. And now hold my mouth just right. Like that. Okay. Okay. About like that. That's how it went. And that one screw, one tiny screw, bolt, nut, what have you, it's the only thing that fits it up there. And I'm just going to do some measuring here. Before I get down, my pet peeve is doing stuff and having it crooked. 22 when I get down. Okay, now I'm gonna check this side. Okay. That's probably close enough. 17 3/4 there. That's good. Okay. Now I'm gonna tighten that just one little turn, I think. One couple. There. Okay. There. All right. Plug my light bulb back in, like that. Okay. And before I put the lid on, let's turn this light switch on. No monkey business going around. Okay. It should turn on. 3, 2, 1. And that's just, there it is. And that's just how a compact fluorescent bulb works. When you turn it off and then when you turn it back on, it just takes a little bit to heat up. And you know, I was talking to my auntie and she says, why don't you just go ahead and replace it now that you've got it all pulled apart? And I said, well, that's another beast in itself. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's my motto. And I told her, I said, hey, if you go on, this may never happen again. Next time the light goes out, maybe it's going to be because the bulb is burnt out. But if I find out that there's issues with this again, I told her, I said at that point, I would pull the little wires out of the connectors to see if I can pull them out. And if they come out, then I would cut the wire a little bit and then re-cut the ends and put the wire back in there in case it's got corrosion on it, rust on it, whatever. And then try it again and probably not have any problems. But I don't know if those wires are designed to be pulled off anyways, okay? And I told her, I says at that point, hey, if it's not going to work, that's the time we should replace it. And nowadays, they don't have compact fluorescent light bulbs that they put in light fixtures nowadays. The type of ceiling exhaust fan like this one would have LED lights in there, and it would have the fan, the same type of fan that's in there now, okay? And that would be tricky, especially where it is located up in the attic and all that kind of stuff. It's not impossible. Hey, I told her, I said, I'll do it, but let's just see if this is going to last a while longer. Okay. And it's working, okay? And this house is probably 17, 18 years old, and that's just the types of lights they had back then. The compact fluorescents, and they don't have, you can get a compact fluorescent bulb. If that bulb burns out, yes, you can still get them and stuff, but you can't get an entire new light fixture with the compact fluorescent bulbs in them like that anymore, okay? Well, I think I'm done. I say I'm done. Last thing I gotta do is I've gotta clean up. So I've gotta, you know, because I got all that dust in there, I wipe that down, wipe off the, the walls. I got dust in my throat now. All this down here, clean up down here, put everything back together, wipe everything down, clean up everything in the garage, and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm done. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. Hey, I never know what I'm going to post next, so you might want to just keep watching because it could save you some money around the house.